Although this year will likely go down as another one that wasted Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey's prime, the shining light in the corner of the dark, musty basement that is the current version of the Philadelphia 76ers has been Kelly Oubre Jr. suddenly having the best season of his career after a decade in the NBA. Yes, the story of this year has basically been Joel Embiid and Paul George's health, or lack thereof, combined with the team's overall injury bug and paying Paul George $200 million in guaranteed money to be, in short, mind-blowingly ineffective. Instead of focusing on the gulag that Daryl Morey, the 76ers medical staff, and Paul George have locked this team away in, something worth highlighting that could impact future potential successful seasons is the fact that Kelly Oubre Jr. is quietly having the best year of his career on both ends of the floor. When it comes to his tenacity on the defensive end, hustle is an understatement. Oubre jumps opponents' passes like he's Reed Blankenship and they're Patrick Mahomes. Remember, Oubre's 10th in the NBA in steals per game. And right now, Oubre is also second in the NBA in deflections per game and total deflections. He doesn't just bat balls away either, and he does a phenomenal job of using exceptional body control and awareness to force frequent turnovers, and has the fourth highest steal percentage among strong forwards right now, 25th overall in the NBA. Oubre's active quick hands mixed with instincts developed over a decade in the NBA allow him to frequently rip or poke balls away from opposing drivers and prevent points. He's also helping the 76ers direly in one of their most lacking areas in recent disappointing playoff exits, which is defensive rebounds. Right now, Oubre boasts the 8th best defensive rebound percentage among strong forwards, according to Basketball Reference. While sometimes other Sixers are standing around or passing when they should drive or shoot, Oubre has no problem being an aggressive scorer and picking up the offensive slack, in addition to following Maxey's lead when it comes to jumping passing routes and fighting for steals. Oubre's effectiveness shows up on film and on the stat sheet, and the 76ers coaches know and have been rewarding him by playing him the most minutes of his career so far, and the most minutes per game since 2019. Right now, Kelly Oubre is averaging 34.7 minutes per game, which is a career high, 46.5% shooting from the field, which is also a career high, and 14th among shooting guards. 6.5 rebounds per game, also a career high and 4th among shooting guards. 1.8 assists per game, also a career high, and 1.5 steals per game, again a career high and 5th among shooting guards and 10th among all positions. Besides ranking among the top 10 players in the NBA in steals, Oubre is also using his length phenomenally well, while often perfectly timing his jumps to stuff opponents' shots, and ranks 17th in terms of shooting guards when it comes to blocks. Oubre has been remarkably efficient this season inside the three-point line with floaters, creative finishes, and mid-range jumpers, which has been nothing short of a life raft from a scoring perspective for an often drowning and depleted 76ers lineup most nights. Oubre is currently averaging 4.4 two-point field goals per game, which is the third highest of his career and ninth among strong forwards, which Basketball Reference classifies him as. And he's also shooting 55.4% on two-point attempts, which is his second highest of his career, and this season ranks 10th among strong forwards. Oubre's ability to carve through a defense with elite acceleration, speed, and lift has been much needed for a Sixers team devoid of scoring talent on many nights. And today, Oubre is averaging the 12th most field goals made inside the restricted area per game when it comes to this year's guards. He also has 10 triple-doubles, the 4th most among shooting guards this season, and the 40th most in the NBA across all positions. His tenacity when it comes to breaking up passes is second on the Sixers to only Maxey, and is worth noting Oubre has accrued the most steals in a single game this season, as he once stole the ball 8 times in one game. Equally important is Oubre's ability to find the wide-open shots in the opposing defense, which comes in handy often, especially while Maxey frequently plays iso ball or takes the ball up the court and garners most of the defensive attention. Moreover, Maxey and Oubre have a unique offensive chemistry too, often resulting in soaring slams. Chemistry with arguably the most talented player on the team, RIP prime Joel Embiid, is critical for scoring and ultimately winning, especially in the modern NBA where we see a ton of isolation play, outside shooting, and offenses completely run by star power. Oubre's affinity for creating wide-open looks for himself is a major factor contributing to his currently career-high field goal percentage. His decisiveness when he gets those looks is equally important. His awareness and angles on his cuts can carve up defenses and help other players like Maxey easily dish it to the open Oubre. Today, Oubre sits at 17th in the NBA in points per possession on cuts. For context, that actually is a statistic that is arguably nice to rank high in, as evidenced by the fact that Tyrese Maxey and Jokic rank inside the top 10 among many other established stars. Likewise, Oubre also ranks 27th across all positions in scoring frequency on cut plays. Will any of this matter in 2025? Probably not, given how the season has gone and considering the fact that two of the Sixers' three most highly paid assets have currently depressing health prospects, to say the least. But in the face of this Sixers season likely going down as a wash, what fans and the front office must take away from the year are evaluations regarding talent level and fit. Oubre has shown through his own play and his chemistry with Maxey that the 76ers need to be thinking about doing one of two things with him. Either Philadelphia needs to hold on to Oubre next season due to his inside scoring potential and affinity for steals and rebounds, and just accept who he is as a player, considering we can all admit he's had blatant lapses in seemingly basic basketball IQ at times this season, or Philly needs to negotiate for fair trade value to get a future piece or pick in exchange for a player who is statistically having the best season of his career in a number of categories. Regardless of what the Sixers front office decides to do with Oubre, he's been fun to watch this season and has probably at least earned himself a payday somewhere else thanks to his career-high field goal percentage combined with his addiction to creating turnovers. Throw in his rebounding and scoring perspective down low, and it's easy to see why this wily veteran has stuck around the league for a decade.